Hi guys, in today's special video I'm giving you a complete overview of the JNR SuperStation 2000, my Windows 98 computer. I use this for specific reasons, not only just cutting down my smartphone use and also cutting down on social media and whatnot. The only thing that the real reason, my only solution, is to have a Windows 98 computer instead. So I'm gonna give you an overview of the computer itself, this time completely after 6 months of building a PC. I'm giving you the PC that I've been wanted to build ever since. So I know you can see it very well, but I'm just gonna make a jump cut. Alright, I had to, on top I put a DVD-ROM drive left over from the Dell Dimension computer that I used to have many years ago. There's the power button, which is cool to have because it lights up when you turn it on. I disabled the USB 3.0 because it has a proprietary USB 3.0 plug, which the motherboard doesn't even have it. So I always use the USB 2.0 slot, and these never gets used. These audio ports never get used, so that's why. And also I placed a Windows 98 sticker from KingSpec. And also I'm waiting for the other sticker to come, which is the Intel Pentium 4 case sticker, which I'm going to mention in momentarily. Yes, it does have an Intel Pentium 4 D865 DLC and the 865 PASO motherboard, which is a micro ATX motherboard, which fits perfectly in this motherboard, even though it's skeptic to fit it in and all that stuff. So, and also I put my JNR logo on there, which you're about to see really. So I'm going to turn this around and show you the back of the computer as well as the inside of the computer. Alright, here's the back of the computer. As you can tell, I put a leftover power supply unit from the HP Pavilion computer, which fits perfectly now, and some other good stuff. Keyboard, mouse, 4 USB slots, and one on top and the other one on the bottom. Serial port, VGA, which I never used, and onboard audio, which I never use because I have it disabled on the onboard audio. So I use this, and also I use onboard LAN, which is my Ethernet drive, from its own motherboard. That was the only thing that I had to use. And also I put in, you can't even see it on camera, but I put in an ATI Rage 128 Ultra, which is good for 3D acceleration and stuff. A Creative Sound Blaster Live, which I use most of the time. And also, for the first time in this computer alone, I had a 56K modem, so I can, use the rotary phone and communicate it through the ATA, which isn't good for dial-up, but it's what it is. And also the extra PCI slot, I just leave it blank. And now I'm going to show you the interior of the motherboard, the inside of the computer. Alright, the side panel is removed, if the camera can focus. I did put everything in the cable management to make it look pretty. I added in 2 SSDs. One's for the main main operating system, and the other one's just for stuff to put it on there so that I don't lose it. Plus, I have it everything through a USB drive. I decided to convert it over to this SSD with mine is a King. I think it goes up to 128 gigabytes of SSD. It supports right out of the box. The only thing that it has to be changed was the RAM. When I first got the motherboard, it did originally came with the 256 megabytes of RAM, but with the help of patch mem, I decided to stick in the 4 gigs of RAM, which is a lot more supportive and more economical than the other stuff. It worked right out of the box when you patched it through patch mem. If you ever heard of what's his face? Robert R. Lowe or something like that. By the name of Mr. Lowe, you never met the dude. He passed away in 2019. He's the one that come up with patch mem to fix all the up to 1 gig of RAM issue or something like that. So anyhow, is the other stuff. Sorry you can't even see it on camera, so I'm just gonna put it back together and plug it in, and let's see how it works. Alright, here's the computer that's somewhat permanent spot. And then I'm gonna, turn this on for the first time on video, so here we go. And now this could be jump cuts right in there and there, so you missed it. It was Windows 98. Yes, I did add Microsoft Plus for Windows 98 on here. That can be changed it a little bit. So I'm just gonna do a quick web browsing through ProtoWeb proxy server. So let me log in the network. Yes, I have all the good stuff on there, like Microsoft Office 2000, AOL 5.0, which is on the Nina server, Power DVD for playing back my DVDs, some games on here, most of them are games, but let's go on the internet real quick. Yes, I did put google.com as my beginning portion instead of the MSN. When you open up MSN, you get something like this. The classic look of MSN, and also right above it is some current events. The only thing that's add to it is the current events, and that is all that's to it. I found this one thing which I found through the ProtoWeb website, and that is the warp stream. Yes, I did create an account. So any of those retro dudes out there, and then wanted to jump in and get away from ad invasions and stuff, just come over, just get a Windows 98 computer and jump over here instead. So yeah. Now I would like to point it out that some of the classic videos that you may have remembered from the past are on the warp stream, such as Angry German Kid, and also some other things as well, like Fred. You remember Fred, and also the Crazy Frog. So enjoy a little bit of montage. Enjoy. I wish I could show you Crazy Frog. Remember that annoying ass song Crazy Frog from 2006? I can't show you that because of copyright. So I'm gonna move on to the other video, which you may have remember from the time to time.
Hey, it's Fred, and it's Father's Day. I've never seen my dad before, and I think I'm gonna write him a letter because the guidance counselor at my school said I should write to him.
Sorry about that last cut because of I forgot to press the pause button. Speaking of Father's Day, next weekend is is Father's Day, so I had to celebrate my dad and all that stuff. But first, Juneteenth is first, which I'll explain more about it in the next video, which I'll be showcasing Windows Millennium Edition. But first, I gotta get through this video, so that way I can, get this thing done and over with. Speaking of which, if do you remember Nuna Nuna? Well, I wish I could show you that, but I would get slammed by copyright if I was to show that. So sadly, ain't gonna work. If you recognize this dude right here, yes, you name it, it's the Nostalgia Mall. One of the legendary YouTubers from showcasing computers, Carolina Circle Mall, and also other good stuff. So yeah, so that's ProtoWeb, and it's all in its glory. I'm gonna show you one game. I wish I could show you more than I can show you. So here's AOL on the Nina server.
Welcome.
You get the current weather, which is good, and also some current events as well. Let me show you. If you click news on here on AOL 5.0 server, you get greeted with this, which listed all the current events and whatnot. I created my the Ascari account, so I can log into the Nina server and all that good stuff, which is cool. AOL lives on in both ways.
Goodbye.
Yes, I did a video showcasing connecting dial-up internet through dial-up internet without the Ethernet cable plugged in. Only the ATA, the phone jack, and my 56K modem, and also some other stuff too, and also the rotary phone to communicate with the dial-up server that I'm in. In case you were wondering about that video, yes, I did make a video about it, and surprisingly enough, I got a world record of 54,667 BPS. If you don't know what that means, it's just that it's part of the communication with the dial-up internet server that I'm at. So yeah. The reason why I had to change the wallpaper to something more specific other than the Buffalo Bills wallpaper, because of it's just how I am with things and operating systems and whatnot. I did make some upgrades like Internet Explorer 6. Remember that Internet Explorer 6? I did configure it through ProtoWeb proxy server. All you have to do is just go to Properties tab, go to Connections, go to LAN, and you type in this information, wayback.protoweb.org, and the port number is 7851. If you want to simulate a dial-up connection, all you have to do is type in 7856. And that's how I got my things in here to keep the old web alive and well. I do have this little gadget right here, which is the Logitech dual action controller for the Windows 98 computer. It is USB plug, so I can use this whenever I play games and whatnot. Those are the most infamous controllers that is used in the especially the colorful ones. Those are infamously used in the what's going on with the Titanic sinking. Remember that? the Titanic that went under the sea. Remember that? I'll explain. The the people who were inside the floating unit had bursted and exploded it inside while underwater, and at least 4 people died. About 3 people died and that day. So nothing, anything suspicious. It's just a freak accident. It was more of a tragedy accident when going underwater. And fun fact that James Cameron, the director of Titanic, went underwater to see the Titanic under sea 33 times in the past 20 or so years. And that's how he got the part of the movie Titanic in the first place. So that's that. Alright, I would like to show you one more video, one more aspect of this computer. That is Hyperbolt Arcade Edition. If you never heard of Hyperbolt Arcade Edition, it was featured in Microsoft Plus Windows XP. It is also made an arcade game, a CD-ROM arcade game that is compatible with Windows 98 and such. So let me just log in and select lane. Oh shit. Unfortunately, the computer froze as soon as I started Hyperbolt, so give it a sec. Sorry about that, the computer froze by the time I start up Hyperbolt. It's just a common thing for Windows 98 and all that stuff, so I'll show you the info, OEM info, and then player 1, type in the name. And then let's get right into bowling. I chose the original because of you know how I am and stuff, which I had to do this by using a mouse. The bowl until I hit one of the pins. If you never heard of Hyperbolt, this is what you're gonna get. Well, I make a spare this time. Yay, I got a spare. Spare, yay. Alright, that's enough of that. Quit game. And also exit. And also one more aspect that I would like to show you is the OEM info. Here's the OEM info. I just later changed the name from the JNR Workstation 2000 to the SuperStation 2000. Yes, I have 4 gigs of RAM under patch mem. And here's all the drivers and whatnot. Everything is all accounted for and all that good stuff. And the virtual memory is very good. Very good. 91% and 32-bit. That's good. Alright, I'm gonna end this video here. I'm gonna end this video here. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave a comment down below. Sorry that it took 20 minutes to make this video, even 19 minutes to make this video. Apologize for all that, because I had like 2 or 3 videos that that I had to take it down because of you know, it wasn't right for me or anything to upload it using the old case and the old all shenanigans and whatnot. Plus, apologize for the camera shake, because I have no steady hands or arms or whatever. It's just because of my what happened back in the day. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you consider like and subscribe and ring the notification for more content. So hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.